We have some back testing that has been approved by the SEC. We have SR ICC 2021-018. Let's go ahead and take a look. So, introduction. On August 24th, 2021, ICE Clear Credit LLC filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission for this new rule. Basically, the one we're looking at is the rule to change relating to the ICC back testing framework to include additional description on the look back period for testing and other clarifications. This was published on the Fed Register on September 14th. They didn't receive any comments, so for the reasons discussed below, the Commission is going ahead and approving this rule change. It's scheduled to be published tomorrow on the Fed Register at 10/26, likely the implementation date of this. Let's go and take a look at what this is. So, description of the proposed change. The backtesting framework discusses ICC's backtesting approach and analysis to verify that the number of actual losses is consistent with the number of projected losses and includes guidelines for remediating poor backtesting results. ICC proposes revising the backtesting framework to include additional description on the look-back period for backtesting, which refers to the maximum backtesting sample size and other clarifications. The proposed revisions to the backtesting framework are described in detail as follows. So, two things to note here. Expecting losses, huh? Oh, I see. Okay, so ICC proposes a clarification change in subsection 1.2 to specify that the ICC Risk Management Department may consider backtesting analysis based on alternative statistical tests to assess the performance of its models in terms of statistical reliability, in addition to its current consideration of clustering and exceedance, which refers to excessive losses. ICC proposes additional clarifications to the backtesting framework. The proposed amendments include a footnote in amended subsection 2.6, the BTLS exceedance summaries, that references a relevant Commodity Futures Trading Commission regulation with respect to ICC's performance of production model 99% backtesting analysis for all CP-related portfolios. ICC also proposes amendments to Section 4, which is guidelines to remediate poor backtesting results. Currently, poor backtesting results require a peer review of the risk models by the Risk Working Group, or RWG, which is comprised of the risk representatives from ICC's CPs and remedial actions to improve model performance. Section 4 currently states that model performance analysis, along with model assumptions, are presented to the RWG for review and discussions. In addition to the model assumptions, the proposed change would include the number of observations for the RWG's review and discussions. Now, Section 4 also currently states that a backtesting analysis without overlapping periods will be performed in order to confirm poor backtesting results if the number of observed exceedances fails in the red zone of the so-called Basel Traffic Light System, or BTLS, of the Basel Committee Supervisory Framework. The proposed rule change would amend such statement to include the RWG's assessment of the sufficiency of the number of observations in performing the portfolio-level backtesting analysis, thus supplementing the current complementary backtesting analysis without overlapping periods. ICC also proposes to update Section 5, containing a list of references to include a reference to the alternative statistical test described above in the proposed new subsection 2.1. Now, I know that's all gibberish to you. Bear with me. As discussed above, the proposed rule change would revise the backtesting framework to include additional description of the look-back period for backtesting and other clarifications. For the specific reasons discussed below, the Commission believes that, in general, the proposed rule change would, get ready for it, help ensure the sound operation of the backtesting framework that should enhance the overall risk management and financial stability of ICC, and thereby promote ICC's prompt and accurate clearance and settlement of credit default swap transactions, and help assure the safeguarding of securities and funds which are in ICC's custody or control or for which ICC is responsible. Now, in essence, by helping to assure the sound operation of the backtesting framework, which ICC uses to manage the credit exposures associated with clearing credit default swap transactions, the Commission believes that the proposed rule change would help improve ICC's ability to avoid the losses that could result from the miscalculation of ICC's credit exposure and margin requirements for such transactions. So basically, they're covering their own ass, just like we've seen all year long in preparation for something. Don't know what it is. Going back to sleep now. Just kidding. Gonna go make 10 more videos.